So the day has arrived, the big move day. I'm finally getting rid of these 4 shrimp tanks here and replacing them with 2 long tanks divided into 4. I'm dead excited. I don't know how today's gonna go. I mean, I've got to go over to my parents next to pick it up and bring it over here because it's already cycled. So yeah, stay tuned and let's see how the changeover process works. Fingers crossed nothing goes wrong. It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Good day everybody and welcome to this video. So yeah, it is changeover day. So I'm just going to film little bits throughout today so you can follow the journey of changing over these tanks to the new setup. So without further ado, I'm going to I'm going to go over to my parents' house to pick up the tank that's in waiting and get this show on the road. Alrighty then, so we've made it back from my parents. The tank got here alright. Here's the big tank downstairs. Alan was out and about showing himself, but he's since gone into hiding. But look, he's piled up all the sand in this end. Naughty boy. Anyway, so all the sponges and stuff from the filters are in this bucket of the mature tank water to stop the bacteria from dying off. There's a couple of snails in there as well at the bottom hiding. So all I've actually got to do on this tank now is black out the background, just so it's got a nice contrast for the shrimp to pop against. So I'll get on with that and I'll get back to you in a minute. So a little while in the future now and the black background is on. So now I've just got to go upstairs, sort all the tanks out, get ready to drain them, and then we can move this awesome shrimp tank upstairs. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Let's do it. Just a little note, I shall be doing a video on how I actually did the background in the future, so stay tuned for that. So we're back upstairs and this is the bit I'm dreading. It's sorting out and catching all the shrimp in these tanks because there is so much moss in them that I'm just going to have to drag it out. Hopefully I don't have any babies in there. I'll sort through it as best I can. And also all the duckweed as well in this bottom tank. All the shrimp kind of hang upside down on it, so hopefully when I'm scooping that up I won't get any babies out that way. So it's just going to be like sifting through a haystack trying to find a needle. In my case, shrimp. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blast some music and get on with it and just get it over and done with for the greater good. The greater good! Check this out, it's like some jungle vine thing. Woo! So much duckweed, I'm going to be so glad when this is gone. Duckweed. Look how much duckweed there is. This is ridiculous. You could literally like make a burger out of it and eat it. Nom, 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 nom. So the tanks are now clear, as you can see, so it should be easier to catch the shrimp. I might take the water level down a bit, might not. That one's not got anything in it anyway, so I can just get rid of that tank. And I don't think there's too much in there, so that should be easy. There you go, so they're all bare, nice and easy. I did save some of the moss. So in here we have got flame moss. In here we've got some Subwasatang, in here we've just got plain old Java moss, and in here we have weeping moss. So I've got 4 varieties of, well 3 varieties of moss and 1 liverworts? That thing anyway. And this is how much other kind of stuff I got out of the tanks. There's almost 2/3 of a bucket full there. It's absolutely insane. So I might be taking that down to my local fish shop. Actually it's a bit of a mess. We'll sort it out anyways, bit of a waste to chuck it out. But check this out, there is hundreds of shrimp in here. Absolutely hundreds. Sorry, the glass is a bit dirty. But I mean, hello! It's crazy how many shrimp there are in here. I suppose I best get on catching them then. See you in a bizzle. So I decided to drain down the tanks just to make it easier to catch the shrimp, so there's a smaller body of water and the chances of catching one due to laws of physics and things like that will be greater. So now I've just got to catch the shrimp. Once I've caught them, I've got the buckets to put them in and the containers, and then we can get rid of these tanks. Now I'll just note actually, but the water I took out of here I've actually put into a container because the new shrimp tank actually holds 3 of these water containers. So 2 of them are going to be the water that has been maturing, that's already been in the new tank, and then this one's going to go in as well, just to help sort of make sure that the shrimp are used to the parameters that's going to be in it. So just a little tip then, if you're changing over tanks, try to use old sponges from existing tanks or old water as well, that helps. So let's get catching the shrimpy poos. When your girlfriend helps you catch the shrimp, because there's literally so many. How many have you got now?
6.
6. She's probably been at it for half an hour. So that's all the shrimp caught now, and the tanks are drained. All the shrimp are in these buckets. What? Look at them all. There's absolutely hundreds. So they're the crystal blacks and some red cherries in there. And then over here we've got all the crystal reds and blue dreams. So now what we've got left to do is well, we've got a few things left to do, but next step is to bring the new tank up and get it set up on this top row. All the tanks are now gone and we're ready for the new tanks to come up. I've actually installed the second LED light underneath there, so a nice long strip one, so it matches the one above. So this is, oh my gosh, when it's all finished it's just going to look so neat and tidy, and I can't wait. I've got the polystyrene sheets down ready as well for some extra insulation underneath, and also if there's any imperfections it's always good to buffer them out with polystyrene or rubber mat underneath the tanks. So without further ado, let's get the first tank sorted! So we're almost there. Get used to it, because this is going to be the new background behind me in a fair few videos. All that's left now to do is to fill this top tank up. I'm going to do this bottom tank another time, but fill this top tank up, plumb it all in so all the pumps and filters are working, and then put the shrimp in. So let's fill it up. So the water that is going in the tank, so I've actually had a heater in it for the last few hours, so it's going to be up to temperature, so when the shrimp go in, and this one as well, when the shrimp go in they're going to be nice and cozy, so it's not going to be too much of a shock to them. It should pretty much match the water parameters that they've come out of. So let's go ahead and fill up the tank. I'm just going to put a little bit of bubble wrap in the bottom just to help displace the water going in so it doesn't create any sort of craters anywhere. I mean, you can use anything really, from like kitchen roll to anything that will help displace the water, really. That was very helpful, wasn't it? Anyway, let's pump some water in. Tank's now set up, and all I need to do is drip acclimate the shrimp and put them in. It's quite late, it's about midnight, so I'm keeping my voice down because other people are in bed. So I'm probably just gonna crack on with that, not do too much filming because I don't want to be too noisy. And I'll get back to you when the shrimp are in the tank. So, oh, can't wait. Ta-da! The tank is now up and running and all the shrimps that I previously had are now in there. It's been about 3 weeks since I added the shrimps into the tank, and well, it's now the 1st of January, so Happy New Year everybody. I hope you had a good one. And yeah, I've not honestly noticed any shrimp deaths, which is a good sign that they've all kind of acclimatized to their new home parameters quite nicely. I've added the moss and some Indian almond leaves, and it's just a waiting game for the moss to start growing and get into a decent sort of amount that it was at beforehand. Obviously I need to keep it trim and tidy because you saw at the beginning of the video the other tanks were just overgrown to high heaven, just moss jungles. So be honest, what do you think? Do you like it? Was it worth this wait considering it's the 1st of January now and this was supposed to be a project for summer last year? It took a blooming long time, but what do you think? I absolutely love it. I've got to get the second tank sorted underneath, but for now, just love it. When the other tank's actually up and running down below, I'll be able to move the blue dreams down and the red cherries down, so then that'll be the purely Neo-Caridina tank down below, and this one will be the Caridina one. So once that's sorted and I've moved them down, I'll then be able to get in some more Caridinas in the top. I'm looking at maybe blue bolts or fish bones, and by that time the tank will be like very, very mature, so it'll be a healthy tank, and I can kind of take the risk excuse me, of getting those shrimp in because yeah, I've never had them before, so I want them to be in a decent aquarium. So if you like this tank, I don't like it, I love it, then whack that thumbs up down below. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comment section below. I love to hear your feedback. If you followed the whole process of me sort of drilling the glass and things like that in my previous videos, what have you thought of the whole process? Have you enjoyed it? If you're new to this channel and you have liked the content, then hit that subscribe button down below and I shall see you in another video. Thanks for watching everybody. I'm really chuffed that this is now up and running and I can expand my shrimping hobby. So thanks for watching and I shall see you later. Bye! It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Let's keep things shrimple with simply shrimps. Do 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 do. Yeah!